champions in 2008.
To me, that was a perfect storm. You wouldn't know how many times I've thought about me doing something different.
We can't have you coming outside and over there.
It was Todd Leif's first year as head coach at J.H. Rose High School. Football was always his dream.
Ever since third grade, I've always been involved in football, either playing it or coaching it.
16-year-old junior Jaquan Waller was Coach Leif's star running back.
He was very athletic. He was quick, you know, great smile, good attitude.
Amazing football player. Fastest guy on the field.
Zach Rogers was a teammate and a friend. He was there when it all began.
Get it!
When he came through, our middle linebacker hit him straight on.
Did you think that was a hard hit?
We all said, ooh, that was a good hit. You could just tell he was shaking cobwebs out of his head. Just one of those plays where you know he got his bell rung. Coaches came over and looked at him, and they carried him off the field to get checked and make sure everything was all right.
Our trainer at the time, he wasn't even on location for some of those practices because of other obligations with other fall sports.
Not having an athletic trainer there is not unusual. Fewer than half of high schools in the United States have a certified athletic trainer on the field. Many, like Rose, actually have first responders who are trained in first aid only, not a certified athletic trainer educated in recognizing head trauma. And that is in part why things started to go critically wrong. Despite having headaches and balance problems, the responder, who eventually arrived on scene, told Jaquan's mother that he might have a migraine and sent him home. No mandatory visit to a doctor. No rules for what needed to happen before he got back on the field. No one knew any better then.
He complained of a headache after that.
Jaquan's older brother, Marquise, remembers.
It doesn't sound like people were too worried about it.
I mean, it happens. I mean, you're in practice and you get a ding and think he'll be okay. And that was pretty much it.
Jaquan showed up for practice the next day, gearing up for Friday night's game against rival Hoggard High School.
That day he was fine, cracking jokes as normal.
Did he want to get back to play?
Oh yeah.
Did anyone say to him, look, it's too early. You shouldn't be playing yet. Think about that hit you just took.
No, because everybody just thought he just got his bell rung. I mean, nothing out of normal. It's just how you play. You play hurt when you have to.
Friday night, September 19th, 48 hours after the concussive blow to the head, Jaquan was back on the field without being cleared by a doctor. It was the second quarter, and a hit occurred that few noticed.
It wasn't even a hit that he should have been breathing hard or coming off saying his head hurt. And Jaquan just started like tapping the coach, and then he started gripping, and then he fell, and he was pretty bad.
Oh, what did he look like?
He was kind of foaming at the mouth a little bit, and you could tell he wasn't there.
You know where you're at?
This time, the trainer was there, but the ambulance wasn't. Many estimate it was about 10 minutes before EMS arrived on the scene.
We're going to try to keep you as still as possible, okay? I know it's a little scary.
And by then, Jaquan was unconscious.
She got to give you any medication.
My mother had called me, and she's crying and stuff. You know, something's wrong with them. They're putting the oxygen on him.
The ambulance rushed to nearby Pitt County Memorial Hospital, arriving about 20 minutes after the hit.
When Jaquan hit the doors, young man, critically injured, not breathing, still in his football uniform, you could cut the quiet and tension with a knife.
So he was brought right here.
Right here to 58.
Dr. Scott Saygraves was the trauma doctor who treated Jaquan.
I pretty much knew that this was a fatal event, and then it was confirmed once we saw the CAT scan.
All this white next to the bone is the blood.
What you're looking at is Jaquan's subdural hematoma, and also the swelling in the brain that was so intense, so significant, it was not survivable. Within an hour and a half of him being injured, Jaquan was essentially brain dead, kept alive only by life support.
Oh, man, he's laid on the bed, and his head is swollen. He's not moving. He's not talking. He needs help breathing from this, this respirator. I mean, I just lost it.
10:50 a.m., less than 72 hours after his first concussion, 16-year-old Jaquan Waller died.